Former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak has not ruled out seeking re-election to Parliament within the next 2 years, despite being convicted of corruption in a multi-billion-dollar scandal.
Not ruling out, not contesting.
Yes.
But any politician who would want to play a role would want a seat in Parliament, Or at least your voice will be heard, or, you can speak in Parliament. So, personally, yes. Any politician today who wants to play a part would want to contest again.
The Pekan MP said that during an interview with Reuters on Saturday, but declined to specify how he could get around the constitutional barriers. Najib, who served as Premier for 9 years until 2018, was found guilty of corruption last year and sentenced to 12 years in jail over one of many cases over the misappropriation of money from now-defunct state fund 1MDB. He has denied wrongdoing and has appealed the verdict while calling for a probe of his prosecution, which he says was politically motivated. While still a member of parliament, the constitution bars Najib from contesting elections unless he gets a pardon or a reprieve from the country's monarch. He challenged his disqualification from running in elections.
It depends on interpretation in terms of the law, the constitution, and whatever happens in the court proceedings.
Najib also told Reuters that he has discussed with Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob a possible role for him in government. Media reports have said he could be made an economic advisor. The former Premier would not say if he would accept a position, saying his priority was on clearing his name. He also said UMNO's return to power guarantees, quote, temporary political stability and that he would not call for early elections. Najib, who faces more than 40 charges of abuse of power, money laundering and other offences mostly linked to 1MDB, said the charges against him were politically motivated. The former Premier said he is pushing for a Royal Commission of Inquiry, or RCI, into former Attorney General Tan Sri Tommy Thomas, who first brought the cases against him in 2018.
Well, I've been insisting on it. This is why the RCI is so important. The RCI is to establish that it will be a fair and just trial for everyone, not just for me. The RCI was not just my calling, but the whole of UMNO wants a RCI, Royal Commission of Inquiry, because we want to establish whether the cases were politically motivated, the prosecutions, and what we want is the independence of the judiciary and the AGC that works on the basis of upholding justice.
Najib said he had discussed the proposal with Ismail Sabri, who has so far not agreed to it, and he had also discussed it with former Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, who rejected it. Spokespersons for Ismail Sabri and Muhyiddin did not immediately respond to requests for comment.